Hello, Leo. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your September 2021 tarot reading. We are using this month the Smith Wheat Tarot Deck, the Centennial Edition, and this is a reproduction of the original deck created by Pamela Coleman Smith. I'm also going to bring in a few cards from the Tarocchino Bolognese by Giuseppe Maria Matelli. That is also a reproduction deck by Il Meneghello. All right, now I am setting an intention for the readings this month. And the reason for that is that there's just so much going on in the world today that is difficult. So many people going through just trying times, and even if we are not directly experiencing some difficulties, it's just kind of all around us. And so my intention for this month is to bring in messages of hope and encouragement. Okay, messages of hope and encouragement for my Leo friends. That's what we are looking for. So let's go ahead and get started with the sign of Leo, and it's the 10 of Swords, okay? So right off the bat, it can be that some of you are feeling a little bit like it's just difficult to get things going under the current circumstances. That's all I'm picking up from that at the moment. Here is the King of Cups, all right. Interesting. Let's continue. We have the Chariot. All right, also quite interesting and dovetails in with some themes that I've been thinking about for this month. We have the King of Wands. All right, wow, two kings, and this is a fire king, so can represent you. Also, this king can represent you, actually both can. And the Knight of Wands. All right, I really like seeing this actually for you, Leo. I'm very happy to see this, despite that 10 of Swords that we got. So I'm just going to start out by saying that the fire inside of you is not going to die out. You have a mission to complete. You have a purpose, something important to accomplish. And I think that you have been very open to new ideas, different avenues, new ways of thinking or seeing things. You've been very open in order to allow opportunities to come into life so that you can accomplish your work in this life. This is just really commendable because a lot of folks are experiencing a lot of obstacles right now. I'm going to hold off on the King of Cups just yet and the Chariot. We're going to pull a few more cards in. All right, we have the 9 of Pentacles coming in, which is really lovely to see. And the Tower, okay, which has been actually very common in my readings this month. Let's go ahead and select one more card, and it's the Ace of Swords. All right, and so this ace very clearly connects with the reading for the King and the Knight of Wands, that there's an idea perhaps that you are open and thinking about opportunities and some type of new start. I am going to say that through this all, let's get back to this king now, the King of Cups. Let's get back to the King of Cups. I am picking up a message from this, and it has to do with stability in the light of a lot of chaotic situations, all right, or uncertainty, okay? And this can be, I mean, maybe it's not reflective of what you are going through in your own household. I mean, it could be, but if it is not in your own household, it's just, again, it's like this sense of what's going on at large. And this is what I was getting to at the beginning of the reading when I made my intention, is that whether it's hitting us on a personal level or it's just happening all around us outside, there's a sense of uncertainty or chaos or just things being very unsettled. And yet, with this king coming in, situated on this, like almost like a concrete square slab, it is suggesting to me that you've been really incredibly emotionally stable throughout this all. You could be asking or seeking ways to hold on or maintain this sense of stability. That's what I am picking up from the Chariot. Okay, so what can I do in order to maintain this sense of stability? That does suggest that it has been somewhat challenging. And what can I do also to facilitate any new moves or new growth that needs to occur? That can also be going through the mind. Let's continue on. And I'm sort of thinking, like, also in my mind, that I would like an answer to that question. But I'm going to hold off and see what messages come through. I have some general ideas, themes, but let's continue on. We have we have some cups and some ladies dancing in a circle. So we have the Three of Cups coming in, that really suggesting to me that this can be a time of opportunity for you, Leo. A wonderful message at this time of uncertainty. And here's the Emperor. Okay, in addition, suggesting, I'm hearing this, Leo, like that you can be saying something along the lines of, you know what? I'm not going to let this get the better of me. I am going to remain on top of this situation. And good for you, because this is what needs to occur in order for positive growth in our own lives to take place. And when you grow and when positive, I want to say, developments occur in your life, it affects everyone else positively. Now, I want to get into this one message because this really ties into this theme, that theme that I began to touch on, and it is this, that when things are so unstable at this time, I think one thing that can be really helpful is finding equilibrium, finding some balance in life. And with this emperor coming in, and the other themes that we have already talked about, what this is telling me is that we can take care of ourselves and our own needs, and we can also be mindful of opportunities to help others at this time. This can be in very simple, small ways. It does not have to be in a huge, major way. It could be for some of you, but the idea is to find some symmetry or balance. Okay, that's what's coming through. Some symmetry or balance. On the one hand, if it is out of balance, it's entirely thinking about ourselves and what can I do for me. In a real immediate crisis, well, of course, we have to think only about ourselves and our loved ones. That is the priority, of course. We have to think about ourselves and our loved ones. But if we are completely, I want to say, fixed on that position, and if an opportunity arises to show a kindness, and we're not open for that, there can be an imbalance in life. I don't feel that's happening for you. But it's a general message that I'm picking up for this month, is the idea of taking care of the self, taking care of your own immediate family or loved ones, your personal interests. This is a time when we must be thinking about our own personal interests, because it will be the best thing for everyone. And also at the same time, being mindful of opportunities to show a kindness to others. That is where the equilibrium comes in. And here we have the Ten of Cups shining through to just underscore that entire message. There is an idea about taking care of family, protecting family, joy in the family, whatever that means for you. This could also extend to very close friends, people that are important to you. And once this occurs, then we can extend that feeling of security out into the world, in small ways. In small ways. There has to be the balance, though, you know? This is one thing I'm just picking up at this time. We think that there are a number of people out there that just feel like it's out of balance with that, either having to be one way or the other. One way or the other. But the equilibrium, the balance is the place I feel where we will feel the best and be able to make progress. Okay, now I am selecting 3 cards from the Tarocchino Bolognese. I hope that message makes sense for you, Leo. I want to say overall, that is actually incredibly positive reading, considering everything that is going on at this time. And so thank you. Thank you for shining your Leo light into this world. Okay, now I'm going to select 3 cards as I think it's going to be more like a confirmation or encouragement. I don't know that we need advice. It is the Ace of Cups. All right, the Ace of Cups. Let me just check that once again. Okay, so I am pulling these cards based on the intuitive messages that are coming through for me. And so it seems to be the best way to work with this deck. All right, goodness gracious, all right. It is another ace, the ace of, we might say batons in this deck. And I'm going to check on the Latin phrase there. I think I remember it actually from last month. And I believe it's oppose against difficulties. But I'm going to double check that. Okay, one more card for the sign of Leo, and here it is. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness! All right, I can't even believe it at this point. It's okay. This Knight of Swords. I think I've selected it for every reading so far, and the majority of readings last month. This deck has a very specific message coming through for the people that are landing on my readings. And so, because I cannot see through these cards, and I am consistently picking this card over and over and over again. Now, the message on the Ace of Clubs or batons, or do aver to, is oppose against difficulties. So let's take a look at this. And also, let's just observe that we do have the Ace of Swords. We do have 2 tens as well, the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So I'm going to say this: if things have felt a little bit stuck with that 10 coming in initially, if things have felt a little bit stuck, and if you have been questioning about how to get things moving, The tarot is saying not to worry about this because indeed things are going to move for you. Things are going to change, and in a very positive sense, in a very positive way. I think that there is going to be, I want to say, a sense of relief coming through with this Ace of Cups. Also, for some of you, there can be a sense of spiritual support coming through. You might even feel it almost like on a very metaphysical level. Like I feel that there are like almost like angels or supportive beings all around that are just helping me through this time. And with this Ace of Batons coming in, suggesting that your positive frame of mind, and even if there were times when you were, let's say, not feeling entirely positive, the fact that you came back and would not let this entire situation bring you down, the fact that you are going to continue on the mission is going to give you strength to move forward with a fresh start. The Knight of Swords coming in, suggesting, I mean, this is really coming through from this deck, and that is that you will have the mental strength, you do have the mental strength to see this mission through. Nothing is going to stop you, Leo. This is an absolutely fabulous, it's a beautiful, positive reading for you this month of September. Leo, thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure and a privilege to read for you, as always, and I'll see you next time.